blue skies. Not blue skies. Blue skies. Really not blue skies. Hello everybody and welcome back to Challenge Fatty. Welcome to the first of my actual physical challenges of this year. It is the Run Media City 10k series and this is round one. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I can't obviously film because, well, my GoPro's dead and I'm having to use my phone all the time, so there won't be any actual on running shots unless I somehow end up on the news, which is quite possible here because I'm standing talking to myself wearing a normal jacket and a pair of shorts, which makes me look a bit weird. But yeah, I'll see you at the end of the race. So, just having a quick recce of the course beforehand. Expectations? None. Absolutely none. I feel a little bit of a twinge in my leg. I'm getting the excuses out early. I'm probably going to be the last person to finish. I am unfit, unwell, and although this course looks pretty simple, I'm pretty certain that seeing how it's a series, there will be serious people doing it. Yeah, it's hard to give a time really. So A goal would be, ABC goal. So A goal is Flight of Fantasy, B is likely if all goes well, and C is the last thing you'd take before you have a fit. C goal I would probably say would be an hour and 20 with some walking. I'm being realistic there. B goal would probably be about a 1:15, and an A goal would be sub 70 minutes. So yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. I'm just wandering around. I've met a couple of celebrities because Media City and BBC Sport, and yeah, it's quite an interesting evening really. The sun's kind of poking through the clouds, but not quite enough. It's quite chilly when the breeze hits you, but I will come back to you after the race when I'm probably red as a beetroot, puffing and panting, and feeling like a giant pack of something flavoured biscuits. Okay, see you soon. Bye. Hello everybody and welcome back to the shed. As always, I've not picked up the microphone. Sorry about that. Right. Bear with. Okay. That better? Okay. Cool. Hi everybody. Welcome back to the shed. That was 23 seconds of stuff you didn't need to see. As always, I'm going to do a review of the event, which I always do this anyway. To be honest, a little bit of background. When I do an event, I normally finish the event and I'm knackered, I'm cold, I'm tired, I'm sweaty, and I don't really feel like doing a piece to camera. Quick one, I'm back from Media City. I am cold, I am sweaty, I am uncomfortable, especially when I'm out of breath and I don't really feel in the mood to. So I always come back to the shed and I always do a review of the event here in the shed. So the event I did was the Run Media City 10k. Now at the same event there was also a 5k distance which you could do. People doing that had a different coloured bib, and it was a great event. Loved it. There was PA on there. There was a person giving out free massages, which I took advantage of. Not that I took advantage of a person, I just took advantage of the opportunity to have a free massage, and that helped. I did that pre-race, which helped my calves no end, and to be honest, that was one of the things I was worried about with my legs, was the tightness in my calves. As you head off, it's 4 laps for the 10k of a 2.5 mile loop, which takes you across 2.5 bridges. The only actual climbing done is going up to the second of those, well, kind of the second one. It is really hard to explain. You go across one of the ship canals on a now fixed land bit, which is kind of a bridge, round the theatre, over a bridge, which does involve a little bit of climbing to get up to, past the Imperial War Museum, back into the back end of BBC Media City, and then through the plaza to start the next lap. Now, because there was over 500 people doing this event, they had to set them off in waves. So people who were the fastest and were starting off to do 10k in around half an hour, they started at the start, understandably. They were the first ones to go. By the time we got to people doing it in over an hour, which is muggins here, we set off about 5-10 minutes after, which is great. There's a lot less traffic about people wise, because if you try to funnel 500 people onto the narrow, what are they called? Don't want to go American and call them sidewalks. Pavements. So yeah, if you try to funnel 500 people down a narrow canal side pavement, it would be a bit difficult. So it was good that they set them off in waves. Once we got running, I had spotted a person in front of me who was in a bright colour, and I was just trying to keep mentally the same distance to them, hoping to God that they were actually doing the 10k, because I couldn't see their number, because your number has to be at the front. And obviously I was hoping they would be the same colour number as me. It turns out they weren't, but we'll go into that. So first lap round is relatively easy, and I did it at a relatively easy pace. I haven't been able to do more than 2.5, 3k without stopping at the moment, because my fitness has been absolutely shocking. So to do the first lap running, I was quite surprised with myself, and I kind of set myself a little mental goal that I was going to try and get further. On that first lap though, you already get lapped by the very, very fast people doing the fast 5k or the fast 10k, which is a little disheartening. I'm not going to lie to you, it's a little disheartening. The second lap round, I was like, right, I'm desperately going to make it to the 3k marker or the 4k marker or whatever. And I got to the end of the second lap, and I was quite surprised. And by then, you were still getting lapped, and this time you were getting lapped by the people who were slightly less quick. Third lap in, by the time you started your third lap, everybody that's done a 5k of the quick people who are doing the 5k should have gone by then. But not all the people doing the 5k. So your third lap is the mixture of the people who are doing should all be doing 10k, but you got the dregs of the 5k people who are quicker than you, and you got the quicker 10k people coming back around again just to lap you for another time, just to make sure that you know how you feel. As I came in, lighting's just gone weird. Yeah, as I came into the finish, it was I actually started to feel like I was running rather than just plodding. I actually felt like my gait had changed and I was actually running, which hasn't happened in ages. There was two women behind me who were talking and explaining what they were planning to do and how they were planning to sprint, and they just wanted to get to the 9-kilometre marker because, well, the last kilometre doesn't count. And I don't think that's entirely true, but I went with this idea as well. I just tried to keep ahead of them. I could see one of the pacers behind me, and yeah, earlier on I had mentioned the fact that I wanted to do my C goal was, I think it was 1.5 hours with a lot of walking. B goal was hour and 20 with some walking, and A goal, which was a flight of fantasy, was sub 70 minutes. And I could see the 1 hour 15 person behind me, so I was quite positive about that, and it spurred me on. And it spurred me on to the point where I kept on going, and I actually ran the last lap as well. And even put in a little bit of a sprint on the downhill from the bridge coming over back to the back of BBC Media City. I did manage to finish in 1 hour and 8 minutes, which is in my A goal, great. But for this challenge, what we're doing here is to try and get sub 60. So that means I have 8 whole minutes, which is longer than I've been talking so far, which feels like forever, doesn't it? You can admit it, I don't mind. Yeah, I have more than 8 minutes to knock off this 10k, and that is going to be one hell of an effort. But as I said, the event was great. I can't wait until next month to do the next one. I was supposed to be doing parkrun tomorrow, but I decided to service my daughter's car instead as an excuse to get out of doing parkrun. But anyway, that's the thing. Do any of you want to see me struggling and swearing at old cars? Because I've got a 12-year-old Fiesta which I need to do a front end module on and a service, a 10-year-old Fiat 500 which I need to change the lower arms on, and a couple of other random services around. So if that's thing that you might be interested in seeing a video of me trying to attempt, feel free to let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already, please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the dislike button, because I really want to find out what happens if you do that. And if not, I will see you on the next adventure sometime soon, hopefully. See you, bye.